Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Ryan here. In today's video I've got the Itoigawa in the workshop. I need to clean the jins, just check the wiring, which the wiring looks okay, and just add a bit more branch placement into it because it's been knocked all over through the winter. We've lost a branch at the back which I need to remove and try and manipulate this back section just to try and make it look a bit fuller. So what I'll do is I'll set the camera up over here and we'll get into it and have a bit play. So this is my Itoigawa. I've had this on the go for about 3 years up to now. What I'll do is I'll show you some pictures of when I first got it, which I think I've already done, but I'll put them on just to show you. This is the dead branch we've lost, so I'll get rid of that. Then we're going to have to try and move something round into here for it to grow. Might even lose this branch here. I'll put a bit heavier wire on so we can pull it in. So first things first, let's get rid of him. Gone. So I'm just going to start off at the bottom. Doesn't need much, just the birds has knocked it all over being on the bench. Lift that up. All I'm doing is bending the branches further back so each pad can get some light. Oh, my ears have popped. I'm just cutting off anything that's growing down so we can flatten the pads out on the bottom. Mick's hiding now in the corner playing on his phone. Say hi, Mick.
Hi, Mick.
You madhead. When you cut back on the Itoigawa, it's the same as any juniper. Cut back the wood. Don't just cut the needles off because they'll die. So what I'll do is I'll just continue working up the tree and I'll speed the process up a bit so we're just not all in one spot. So as you can see, I'm getting sorted up to here with the pads. You can do with a bit more wiring on, but I'll use copper once I take this off because this wire looks alright for now. Getting that little one round the back here done. Just needs to fill in a bit. Get these a bit longer into there. So we need to create something in this space. That's the front, so even if we don't get that full in that back corner, we're really not going to see it until it grows. So what I'll do is I'll just continue around to the back and I'll just speed it up again. So I just added a little bit wire so we can manipulate them into place. Need to add a bit more into this one. Then I'll just continue up the tree. I'm only putting it on loosely so it gives the branches time to grow. That'll probably lose that. I've had to cut that off there because it was bringing it too far out. We need to try and keep a silhouette, some sort of silhouette anyways. So we've just got the apex to do now, then we'll clean the jins. So we're getting some depth in the back of here now. Close this big space up, which we haven't lost the front because it's still there. So we need to create the apex in here. So that's a bit rough shape back into the tree after it's been knocked all over. Like I say, is once this wire comes off, I'll do it in copper, then we can get it tighter, because we don't want aluminium back on it, because the branch placement's pretty much there, and with the copper it hides a little bit better than the alley wire. You only use alley wire just for starting off on trees because it's easy to bend, so you can get bigger bends with alley. So what I'll do now is I'm going to clean the dead wood, the jins, sorry, just with some water and a toothbrush. Then we'll lime sulphur it all again. Then you can just see the tree pop once the lime sulphur's on and the bark's cleaned. So I'll get my brush out and my water and I'll just give it a clean. As you can see, the jins on this all have nice twists, look like pigtails. So I'll use the lime sulphur, I'll give this a few coats, then we'll clean the bark on the tree. I'll show you a little trick to make it pop. So that's the first coat of lime sulphur on the tree. I'll add a couple of more coats off the camera and we'll come back once it dries. Then we'll give the bark a clean. So that's the last coat of lime sulphur on. It's not drying very good in here. It will on the bench. So what to do now when we clean the bark, I'm just going to use just a little bit of water, toothbrush, not really bothered about cleaning it much because it's not going to shore. But if you were going to shore the tree and you want your bark nice and red, here's a little trick for you. Get your camellia oil and just rub a little bit on the bark, and that would keep it nice and red for you. I'll just do a little bit there just to show you. I'll use this crappy cloth. You don't want loads on, you just want a little bit on, and just rub it on your bark, and that will make your bark pop against the white of the lime sulphur. But like I say, you only do that if you're showing your tree so it stands out. So that's it for this little bad boy. Time to go back on the bench, and we'll just let it grow and prune back, as you do with every tray. Get in. So this is where we bent this branch round in. It needs to fill out a bit, let these grow, these into here, just to fill that space where we lost that branch. Wood's not a bad little tree. So that's it for this video, just on the Itoigawa Juniper. Like I said, we'll give it a little bit clean, dead wood, bit more branch placement. Come when I take the wire off, the next wiring will be copper wire, so we can start getting better refined. There's the alley. I'd just like to say hello to the new subscribers. Thanks for joining. Really appreciate it. And if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't, please subscribe. And thanks for watching. Ta-da, folks!